Okay, so let's get back to non-reality, all right?
Okay.
Okay. We're not going to have you sing your tunes or anything like that, although you do remember that I gave you a homework assignment and Jerry went ape shit, so
happy to help. This is my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I know. Never give a writer a chance to write. I know.
That's what I always say.
Yeah, but it's too late. You're stuck.
I know.
He's jumping in the way.
Stuck with him.
Yeah. Okay, so let's look at where people are right now. One, you guys all took your poor truck. What's your truck's name?
Ravina.
Poor Ravina. Ravina still runs, but the whole passenger side is all kind of seriously scraped up, and 2 windows are busted out, and you haven't gone back to see your old boyfriend.
Yeah.
So
I need a chaperone to do that. So.
Yeah, I say. Particularly, you may need a bodyguard if he's got another woman he's chasing after.
Yes, it's another cyber psycho up there.
It could be.
He had. I was gonna say, like, does he have a type, or it's like you've been cool?
Oh, come on.
Everybody else is.
Yeah, basically, this is a guy who does not know women notice him, but women notice. And this is Thor. Women notice him, and there are situations quite a bit like that where, once things, he goes into a party and he goes over to get a drink, he's hanging out, and there'll be 2 or 3 women who are kind of going, did you notice him?
Yeah, and Thor doesn't have any idea.
And he has no idea. And, if you ask him, you say, have you ever had a girlfriend? You go, well, yeah, I have, but, no one ever seems to stick around. And what he doesn't realize is that the current holder of the office is being removed by the next applicant.
Oh, it's a sequence.
This is Night City, man.
Romanticizing emotional attachment.
That's
I would like to point out that in 2077, one of the biggest bitches people had was that you couldn't have long-term, exciting relationships with your characters.
Oh,
I really and
you're like, that's not what Cyberpunk's about.
No, I'm saying it definitely is about. It's on the life path, baby, but it's not the video game.
Now, my understanding is that there's a concert. Now, I don't know if that is going to come back up, or if we're just
there's a concert.
We could just
talk about your sex life.
I'm ready for that. We have 2 hours.
You would do so well on that. That's why I said you do great on dirty laundry.
I remember
let's bring this down.
Jan was playing the chord.
Yeah.
You were sending the PowerPoint presentation.
Yes, I did make some, because as the resident corpo, obviously I got to be using the full Office 365 suite.
Yeah.
Because I'm paying a fee, and so I'm in there making a PowerPoint. But Max was like, hey, maybe don't project.
Oh, that's right. You didn't actually.
And I think it's around this time you probably get a call from me where I say,
This is actually
things are actually very complicated.
Yes, you could say that. Okay.
There is something I would like to do if I'm able to during their performance.
This is what I want as well.
Okay.
We're up in the club.
When they perform, because you said that there's a whole screen behind them. Yeah,
you have a jumbotron behind.
I would like to just hack that and show up the picture of you with the dog, you with his dog.
Oh yeah.
Cuddling up, pointing at the dog to show up behind.
I still keep thinking that's a gun.
Yeah, me too. I was like, this is hard.
No.
This was. I posted a very cool picture where the dog and I were like bros, and I was like, it's me and my dog.
And that's what's going on.
This is different.
It's not a gun. It's pointing at the dog.
I mean, it can go there.
Or deuces.
Buy this so this dog dies?
Yeah, exactly.
But no. It's a very friendly, look how buddy we are. Just behind Serene.
Yeah, Serene.
Behind Serene.
Serene Abenosian.
Just to do a little emotional damage.
Yeah.
Okay, well, go for that.
Hack it up, hack it in.
Should be a pretty easy one.
You're starting to hack there, and you do realize, and we'll get to this in a bit, is that you actually have some Netrunner competition.
There's another runner. There's another runner in the system, you guys.
And he was like,
no, we're not alone.
There's another runner in the system, you guys.
Well, you think about it. You guys have somebody's hacking your net.
Of course they have.
And they're corporate.
1 in 8 people.
wait, do you have any dick pics?
1 in 8 people.
Drake dick pics out there that they're gonna throw up what if they hack it and
Absolutely.
This is why you don't have dick pics on your.
You do?
I do, 100%. Well, Jam does.
It would be
Yeah, I mean.
That's what I'm asking.
yeah.
Yeah, you could buy an attachment.
We throw a dog picture up there and they throw your nudes up there, and that'd be.
But it would
that'll just make the crowd go wild.
Yeah, that'll increase his legend. Let me
Jam
tell
would
you.
take his pants off.
That's right.
But honestly,
That was not done on AI.
Yeah, exactly.
with
Why do you think
glowing
we have to keep
tattoos.
changing our name?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Because you're being run
I
out
can't
of
be anywhere
town.
near school.
All right. Listen, you clowns. We're on a clock here.
Wait, let's get it. Let's
Okay.
get it.
All right, God. If this goes too far, I'm just going to kill all you guys and go home.
No.
I have a lot of beer back home, and I can go start drinking it.
The threat is omnipresent.
Best thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, your players must fear you. Okay, so let's recap. You right now, starting around, have your dog, and you're backstage helping your dog slurp down this amazingly horrible gray stuff.
Okay.
Like in red.
And you notice on it says food process number 52. Okay, and it's printed on the plastic of the sausage, like it's about that big.
Yeah.
And it's, you basically have opened a couple of them. You just knife open the top and go, and it kind of goes over the little bowl and all that. Now, you did not take, as I recall, your super van. You took your poor scratched up little.
Yeah. It's Ravina for sure.
But Ravina is there, but you did bring on the bowl, you brought on the dog, you brought on like, beep, beep.
Yeah, a lot of this.
Yeah.
I'm shocked the dog fit in Ravina. It's the size of the
remember, Ravina is a truck.
Yeah.
So Ravina, well, actually, to be honest, the back end of you're lucky you have those tires replaced, because the back end of your car has just picked up 800 pounds.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
And
probably
kinda
like
doing
riding heavy.
back.
It's probably not a great ride.
Hydraulics are a little plump.
No, she's probably got air hydraulics.
My guess is
She goes down the street.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're back there. Have you actually entered the stage area? Are you getting ready to be part of the prep that's going on? Because you guys will be doing Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
And the way it works is
how's it work?
both your sets are on. Everything's there. So if you had instruments, by now your roadies, who came out of nowhere.
Yeah, Maelstrom.
Maelstrom roadies.
Tough looking guys.
Yeah.
Maelstrom looked like you took, Hell's Angels and then smashed them into that console over there. No, not the small one, the big one.
Like wires and stuff? Okay.
Oh, no, they don't have eyes. They have banks of LEDs.
It's like, imagine Sam Fisher's optics, but that's their face.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Exactly.
And it's red and gross.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
Actually, although I found people, we were talking about relationships.
Yeah.
I ran across people who wanted to actually date the contact you have for Maelstrom.
I actually had a bug. This is a very brief aside. I had a bug when I was playing my very first playthrough where that contact just never left the party. And so no matter where I was and what I was doing, this horrifying cyber psycho rat man was always there going, ah!
Yeah, rat man is a pretty good description of him. Yeah.
I'm moving
I
through,
like him.
I'm sneaking and he's like running around. It made these scenes very funny. All right, now.
I like that guy. I really do. He was one of my fun characters there. Okay, but
Yes.
that's Maelstrom with the horrifying rat guy blown up to a ridiculous size. Maelstrom guys in general are normal human beings in terms of size, as opposed to the animals who blot out the sun when they come in.
Yeah, different thing.
But they're still pretty imposing. And you also know, particularly you as a fixer, that if you got Maelstrom, he called in some favors.
He must have.
But you also notice that some of them are wearing your merch, which right now appears to have been created as a blue t-shirt with a big yellow question mark on it.
But in my mind, that's just a QR code, right? That we can push a logo to that.
Nope.
They
don't know who they are.
It's done?
Nope.
Yeah, there's a guy who's just cranking them out backstage.
This is actually
screen printed.
We don't mess around.
Yeah.
There's
Deep
no
down,
hollow
this
shirts.
was like a marketing ploy because they're going to have to keep rebuying shirts.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think about the money part of it.
Yeah, you got to think about that. You're thinking creative.
They're constantly having to buy more merch.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the posters have to be redone.
Yeah.
And, I mean, whatever.
And then the other ones, the old ones, become collector's items.
They're up on cyber
like a
eBay.
limited drop.
Like yesterday's shirt.
Yeah.
A collector's item tomorrow.
Yeah, they were only chromed out grannies for 2 weeks, and I got that shirt.
Okay.
It's brilliant.
Okay. So the reason we're speaking to everybody is that you guys have a setup. The Maelstrom guys have brought your stuff in and placed it. First of all, I want to know who actually oversees the placement of your gear, because you don't just tell the roadies go drop it unless you really know, because you've been doing it.
I'm actually up here. I'm making sure that this set goes right.
Okay, so you are up there on the stage.
Absolutely. Like
okay,
this is why they pay me the small bucks.
Yeah, well, that's you'll be standing there when the enormous lighting fixture falls. But
Jam just expects everything to get put.
Oh, he doesn't know about this part at all. He's surprised. It's like a magic trick every time.
I'm the talent.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Repeat after me. I'm the talent.
I am the talent.
Got it.
But IRL.
Okay. So, all right. So that's where you are. You're backstage right now feeding your dog.
Okay.
And, no one wants to go near you feeding the dog, and you can't really tell whether the fact is that the dog is so horribly huge and scary, or the fact that it is now slurping up gray goo dog food with a hose that has extended out of its enormous
It's not a good
mouth.
scene.
But
I love him like a mother.
Yeah, well, he's
care.
a mother, all right. Your problem is that if he actually were to try to chew, he'd chew the bowl apart.
Yeah.
Metal teeth
This
and
is
all
a
that.
hydraulic press.
Yeah, basically.
I keep him calm. I'm just.
Oh, he's having a great time. You brought him food now.
Mm-hmm.
You scratch him in the place under the chin, if you can find it.
It's in there.
Yeah.
Between the blades.
There's less and less of it each day.
My hand's all scratched up.
Okay, so you're out on the stage is important because I have to know where I'm going to drop the bodies.
Of course.
Okay. Meanwhile, where are you? You were going to start trying to mess with their system, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
are you going to try to hack a person, i.e. a quick hack? Or are you going to try to actually go into an architecture? Because an architecture is a different animal.
Yeah, you want access to the screen, right?
Yeah, I just want to be petty.
Yeah.
And put up that photo.
It's still an architecture, but it's not a really bad one. It's not like it's going to kill you to do it. Okay, so you're hacking the screen. I'm going to leave you there for a moment. And finally, the girl of the hour.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's you, babe. So what are you doing? We left you essentially with your new best friend, Main Man Edge.
Main Man
Mr.
Edge. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're in the green room.
Yes.
I'm in the green room,
Yeah,
and apparently there's like
There's two
mercenaries
green
No,
mobilizing
like actual,
outside.
Yes, like actual Media Magica
mercenaries in the other green room.
black-clad armed force.
Yeah, because that's the cool part.
And there's also
when are you going to get to use that tactical stuff?
there's also new media lords.
Yes.
The new media lords.
These
New
are
media lords.
These are the two teeth this party is being ground between.
Yeah. I know. I would probably know that you're setting stuff up,
and you
but
already
I
sent
would
me the
still
message,
call
right?
you. Yeah.
Okay.
And you're gonna send the
I don't
clip.
text. I just call. You know.
You call and say, ninjas! There's ninjas everywhere!
Yeah. I'm
And
just
we were
like,
calls in 2077.
I'm like, hey, there's like a small.
Well, they call. They just kind of click over,
Corpo tussle happening in the back alley.
I'm like directing these. I'm directing these.
To the left. To the left.
These chrome-clad madmen. They're just moving speakers, but it's like one hand, the whole rack.
Yeah.
They're just moving them around, and I'm like, what?
Well, you're really fascinated because one of them comes in and he's got this enormous speaker bank, 4 tiers high, and he's just plugged into it, and the speaker bank is moving itself. And he's like just walking along.
Oh, it's just automated? Oh,
he's got it in the back of his head.
Fucking insane.
Yeah, and he's like,
we gotta plug
where do you want this?
Yeah, exactly. And I direct him while I'm having this conversation with you. I'm like, I'm starting to think this isn't even a concert. I don't think this is
and I'm
a
like,
concert.
it's not.
I think this is the next corporate work.
Yeah, no, it's new media lords and fucking media Magica, bro, and they got fucking like dudes armed to the fucking teeth that look like cyber ninjas outside. So I don't know if you want to do something about that. But they're packing some preem fucking weapons, and they're in the fucking alley.
Okay.
And I'm also having scotch with Mr. Edge. I know you're jelly about that.
It's damn good scotch.
Yeah, I'm like, I know you're jelly about that.
Yeah, but
I say stay as close as you can to
Mr. Edge.
Yeah.
Yes.
just Shadow Edge.
Okay. Shadow Edge. Fan name.
Shadow Edge.
Shadow Edge.
It's a good one.
Honestly,
Hey, that's good. That's a new Cyberpunk product.
we should actually launch. Like, this should be the debut of Shadow Edge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shadow Edge.
Today we're Shadow
Yeah, today.
No, wait,
Today
we
we're
just
Shadow
changed
Edge.
names.
Yes.
Okay. Just don't go back on the names because, right now it's like you look like those airport, where the flights are going to. Flip.
No, we don't want that.
No.
Okay.
That's too much.
All right. Mr. Edge looks comfortable, and he says to you, I think we got it pretty good, but I would suggest that if things kind of go hot, you might want to get in your cute little truck and go back to where you were hiding. Fast.
Just leave in the middle.
If that happens, well, I think we can buy you some time. And the door opens. Okay. No, the door opens. Remember I told you there was the kind of tall, androgynous looking dudette? Long, silvery hair.
Yes.
Oh,
episode one.
from Red Dirt.
Galaxy.
Yeah, from Red Dirt. And this guy they.
Yeah, exactly.
They are, because you can't really tell. It's one of those people that are like the shonen beautiful.
Oh.
You've never been this good looking.
No, it's just
In your dreams, you're a fairy princess. You look this good.
Yeah.
And
A little drool comes out of my mouth.
They're a product, essentially.
and he comes in, or they come in. I can never decide. Okay, they come in. It's better.
That's the one.
And because, it's just describing them, because in that setting, I've used them either way.
This character has been around.
This character's been around.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, but you guys just haven't encountered him yet. He comes in, or they come in, and they reek personal bodyguard. And they lean in, and they go, it's good. It's good. And even the voice, which I can't really do, is perfectly smooth and has tones. It's almost a purr.
Like a Final Fantasy character.
Yeah. Actually, Final Fantasy would be a good call.
Yeah.
Look at us on this
Yeah.
couch.
I know exactly who this
Anybody seen
person is.
Cloud around here?
I know, where it's like, you ride that line so you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that works because, when they walk in, the guys are checking him out, the girls are checking him out.
Yeah.
And they're not noticing the fact that he's still racked and stacked with all the weapons in the known universe, probably
this
underneath
is an arsenal. This is a bipedal arsenal.
that. Yes, it's a bipedal arsenal, and
That's all.
the door opens again, and you just see a head this time in a really nice, simple business suit. And Mr. Ed says, so, Gregory, what's the story? And he says, well, they've got about 10, I think. He says, well, you've got 15. And Gregory, who, by the way, is again as insanely good looking as his partner. I mean, these guys have obviously
Mr.
been bio.
Edge's game.
Yeah, these guys.
The crew he rolls with.
He's got to present. He's got to live up to it. And basically, you see these two. They're almost like salt and pepper in a match, and that they're both really good-looking Bishi boys or girls, or wherever in the middle.
Right.
And they pass kind of notes mentally. You can't figure they're probably wired to talk to each other. Mm-hmm. And the one in the suit, they walk out.
Yeah.
With a smile, and you hear down the hall kind of whistling. Okay. It's some kind of obscure tune. Let's see. You probably wouldn't know it.
I don't like it.
Yeah, well, he's whistling, for those of you who want to make Streetwise check in stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of want to see if I know it.
I mean, I like it.
Streetwise, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
15.
15.
Only a 13 for me.
13. I'm not subtracting a 1 anymore because I've healed, essentially.
Yeah, you've healed.
Okay, so 13.
Okay.
31 for me.
31. Oh.
Wow. You've got this on your spot, your cyber spot.
Whoa, yeah, okay. So you know it's some Disney tube.
It's my fucking ringtone.
Wow, okay.
Or as they're known now, Disney. And you recognize, I heard that was in a flat screen a bunch of years, man. And you're going, when you wish upon a star?
Oh, it's such
a deep cut.
So baroque. Yeah, this is like... It sort of came up. It got viral again and then went away.
Yeah, and by this point, it's not even ironic anymore. It's just sort of like, this almost seems like that guy's theme.
Yeah, exactly. It's classical.
Yeah. So they're basically talking for a moment, obviously sub-vocaling, and then the one in black leaves. When you wish upon a star, goes down whistling. You can hear down the hallway. And do you want to try to look out the door as he's going across to
little peek?
Yeah, because you're in a T intersection right now. And if you look across, there's the other green room.
Yeah, I think I would, but just because they're really hot. So, and I have no.
They're really hot.
I have no masking ability, so I'm like.
Just break your neck.
God damn!
Mr. Red says,
God Almighty!
So you don't even fuck with it.
Yeah, and
no joke.
Mr. Ed says, you like? Says,
I mean,
Mr. Edge, you roll with a squad that is truly exquisite.
And he smiles like a shark, and you realize at that point, the reason he smiles like a shark is you haven't seen him smile before, but his teeth have been replaced, and they are now triangular and sharp.
Oh no! He has
shark teeth. He has shark teeth.
Oh, you mean shark, like shark?
Yeah, like he doesn't have multiple rows, but yeah.
I'm sure that's the next visit.
Yeah.
And he smiles and says, they're also a great distraction. Sometimes you need a distraction.
This guy. I'm like taking notes.
Really? Yeah.
I like open up my notepad in my brain and I write, sometimes you need a distraction. Hire hot people. Like it's going into a file.
It's important.
Yeah.
And manufacture them.
Well, you probably figured they were because they have a certain similarity.
Exactly. I'm saying these people are chromed up the ass. Even the parts of them that are normal are chromed.
Yeah, and these guys are probably seriously chromed, and they appear to be a team. And he looks over and says, "Personal bodyguards are a good idea."
Yeah,
that also goes in the notepad.
Okay, and you were staring down the hall as he walked away, or they walked away.
Yeah,
and they don't lean over, but they kind of just stop for a moment in the open doorway where the million billion ninjas are. And they kind of walk by, stop, and then walk past. Yeah, they salute and walk past.
Okay.
And then for a moment, like the million billion ninjas kind of start, like they're ready.
Yeah.
But he just walks on by. They're just there,
Because the ninjas are on the other team.
They're on the plate.
Their iconography and their patches.
So he kind of went and kind of provoked them a little and just kept walking.
That was a penetration test, right?
Yeah. How good are they?
Okay.
No, it's a technology term.
Okay.
I can see why that might have sounded weird.
Yeah, I was having questions.
I was like, maybe we should cut that, guys.
That's a hacking.
Oh,
it's a hacking thing. And there's also psycho.
It is, if you say so.
I'm gonna have to take your word for it.
Yeah. Yep. It is a smart move to occasionally test the perimeters of your enemy before you actually engage.
I don't know.
Which does sound bad. Yes.
You know what? I didn't hear it before, but that actually sounds worse.
Cut this. I don't want my kids hearing it. Okay.
I think they've heard it a couple times.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, well, that's how they got here. But that's another story.
No, it's the same story.
Yeah, same old story. Okay, so they walk on by and the other really good-looking person still stays in the room, walks over, pours themselves a drink. They walk over, they look out, kind of nonchalantly at the bunch of optical wired guys in blue t-shirts that are out there. And they look back and they go, it'll do.
So they like what they like.
They like our
they're
odds.
Confident.
I'm gonna ask Mr. Edge, Mr. Edge, sir, what happens?
He does not say, "Call me Mr. Edge." He just says, "Yes."
What happens if our band loses on stage to the other band? Does that even matter at this point? I'm assuming it does, because it's like soft power versus hard power. I remember taking a class about that.
He smiles and he says, "Doesn't really matter with this part. But if you win, you get to go on to the prize. And that's what they want to make sure you don't do."
God.
If we win this part. Okay.
Yeah.
Got
See,
it.
so this is basic. What I think is this. I think that we are Pokemon, right? For lack of a better term, I think that new media lords and are roughly equivalent to a trainer, and I think that Love the Beast is essentially what Media Magica is using as their like wedge. They're building this brand and spreading power. I think that
you're both Pokemon.
I think that if we do well here, I think that we
become starter Pokemon.
Oh yeah, they choose us.
Yeah,
they choose us.
They choose
and
you.
also our trainer being the trainer that wins benefits us.
Yeah,
you can
This
see
is
the
like
entire chain.
the media wars in Korea, like JYP versus Big Hit versus.
I think that
figured it out.
I do.
I think this is correct.
We have to be the K-pop idols that win, otherwise, our company loses, and that means we lose.
And strangely, about a month or so, you start committing suicide.
Yeah.
That looks like suicide.
That looks like suicide.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
then they're going to replace us with a better band.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's like a quiet undercurrent of threat there.
Quiet.
Yeah.
What was that noise? I can't hear anything over the screaming.
No, I think
And
we
I
sort
would
of cracked
say,
the first part of it.
Well, Mr. Edge, we will win. And I'm also calling.
Kind of kicking your foot.
He says, "I'm confident you will." By the way, you notice his voice changes a bit. You would have a sense of this. He's got a voice modulator that shifts so that recording him is really kind of hard. Because this guy is a major fixer.
He really is.
It turns out.
Yeah.
He's what these grow up to be.
Yeah.
Like, you're not even close, You three since we're using Pokemon terms, you're a Charmander, he's like a Charizard.
Yeah.
Like, he's like way out there.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felt that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons you're kind of getting his voice occasionally, tone and all that. That's happening, and you can understand him the entire time, but that's happening because any leveling mics, anything dialed in on him is going to just have a fit trying to track and record it. It's a countermeasure. He is wired up with so many countermeasures and things because as high as he is in the business of Night City, he's got big clients, and he's got a lot of people who would like to put him in the ground.
Right.
So you're in the middle of that. But you're in the safest place probably in Night City right now for
Next to Mr.
another
Ed.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm cranked up.
Yeah, I just give you
I'm kinda down
the
with that.
information, but it's like filtered not through Mr. Edge's wonderful, like actually helpful, eloquent cadence. It's like the Silk Road version of it, which is like, shit's fucked, man. We're like in this fucking gonk war, dude. If you lose, we're up a fucking creek,
but
bro.
I have something.
You better win, Choomba. Like, it's like that's the call you're getting.
But I have my automated assistant is basically like anything that comes in from Silk Road. It's like as soon as all these texts start coming through, I'm like, that has to go over here. I can't have that in my field of vision.
Sure,
it just get up in the corner.
And I'm sure like Jam feels the same way in the situation, but as far as like I'm concerned, we're gonna win.
We're gonna win.
There's no.
You haven't thought about the other how would that work?
There's no implications. There's no consequences to any of this. We're gonna win.
No, we are going to win,
and nothing
that's all
bad's
that
gonna
matters.
happen.
Yeah, you don't have the rest of this data, and I have purposely kept it from the performance aspect.
It wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't matter.
We would hear the data. It would wash over us
and through us.
And through us, we would look behind, and only we would remain.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Time.
the linear jam.
Linear jam.
Yeah.
Stick your hand in this. It's a cyber hand. It's not.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is definitely one of those like Simpsons. You know what I'm thinking? Meow, 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 meow. There's like nothing's going on.
Before a show, I would imagine we're disconnected. At least Jam is disconnected from the group thing. I don't want to be bothered. I'm in my own space.
No, you're just
my dog.
Yeah. The majority, by the way, of your band is such. You are the band. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
On occasion, the tech comes in. On rare occasions, you're on stage. You just push a button.
Yeah,
because
I hate it because I'm crew. I don't.
Yeah,
like
they're
it.
all like looking at you, like, who's that? You know.
Yeah.
And I've done enough of these shows. It's not perfect, but
I like to stay out of their eye line a lot.
For the most part,
I've heard you're not supposed to make eye contact with the
And I'm
talent.
just walking around like I'm the best around.
but like doesn't know because again it's so old. Doesn't know the second. It's like it's completely fallen apart. It's like atrophied, vestigial. Around. It's gone.
Yeah,
it's just gone.
Okay, I love it. Okay, so setup is there. They've set up on the outside. They actually have 4 people for an actual band. I won't bother to give you names because they'll probably be dead by the end of it. Or vice versa.
I don't got space for that.
Do you want to know the guy that's going to be shooting at you? No, you don't.
No.
You want this to be impersonal. Okay, so you're now set up. They have the luck of the toss, as it were.
Yeah.
And as we last left, people were stomping, going, start the show, start the show.
Right.
And you look out, the two of you, across a sea of faces about 200 or so. The club shoot.
Hey, for us.
Yeah, so it's good.
Us.
It's good.
Okay.
And you notice that, there are people wearing your merch, but not a lot of them. You do not see any people in tactical black at all, so maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And they swing into their first cut, okay? And
I love it, dude. I love that he's like a total fucking shit eater. And then when he comes up there,
I'm into it though. I love
shit eater. I was like,
I love
the guy is. But this is when he comes up and plays.
Yeah. Watch me come out of the back. He'll love the beach eater.
Oh no!
That's a great set.
Not today.
So they start, and they're moving into it, and Serene slides forward, and he says, I'm traveling because you're worth it. Mm-hmm. I'm traveling because I'm out of time. And he starts singing, but you notice something. It's making you kind of hot.
all of us?
Like, all of you.
There's some... Oh no, are they testing a piece of technology?
Is this fuckery? Yes. Is this technological fuckery?
You have to find out.
Technological fucker?
Analyze this.
That's actually a good call.
Analyze the fucking waveform.
What am I rolling here?
Okay, this is your. You needed your tech, but you left it behind.
Electronic security.
Try cyber tech. You'll be looking at recognition on this.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 2 luck on this.
Nice.
Okay.
I love it.
By the way, everybody's luck's recharged for this
that's
session.
good.
I love those charges.
Yep.
So cool.
Thank Christ. Thank Christ, Noura.
14.
14. Yeah, you are aware of the kind of technology. A lot of people who are in the music business or otherwise, much like Mr. Edge, have modulated voices, kind of life auto-tune.
Yeah.
And this is some form of life auto-tune, but there's something running underneath it.
Yeah, it's a carrier wave.
Yeah, it's a carrier wave for it. And so he's sort of doing, what I would call, that kind of Jim Morrison, I'm
low.
strutting sexy low, and a whole bit like that. But you notice that everyone except probably the Maelstrom guys are kind of riveted to it.
They don't have
Maelstrom guys don't have anything to get,
But also,
I took out all that stuff.
But this means that main man Edge actually made a good choice bringing them here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you guys all hear like a little audio thing coming through of me being like, this guy's a hack. He can't even actually sing. He's trying to cheat.
Yeah, but the problem is you're on stage and you're wired and you know what's going on, and still it's kind of rustling your jimmies.
Yeah, we need some.
And it's like you find yourself.
Jimmy rustling.
Yeah, your jimmies are rustled as he keeps going. It's not your turn into the set yet. They get to do one.
Yeah,
pass.
One track.
Sure.
Yeah, one part of the track. Okay, and as it goes on, it's almost like semi-orgasmic. It's really pounding into your brain.
Jesus.
Okay, so this I don't. But we saw their
people.
previous
There
show.
are people like literally kind of their eyes are rolling up in their head and they're falling backwards. Kind of it's hitting.
This isn't fair.
Yeah, this is first of all, it's rude.
Yeah, exactly.
It's rude.
I didn't consent to this experience.
Exactly right. I didn't fill out a waiver. I didn't fill out a waiver, but this is what I think.
I mean,
we saw their previous show.
Fill the waiver.
And this we saw their previous show, and there's no. This tech was not deployed at the other show.
Obviously, we would know worth doing something about.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has to be countered.
You do realize that support, there's probably like larger speakers and things like that. So it might be worth trying to continue that hack.
Yeah.
The problem is
I'm going to keep digging into
you're
this.
at -2 because you're at -2 because your jimmies are being rustled. Basically, you're getting an endorphin and other rush.
I'm sure
that's just being triggered like somebody's punching a button.
But again, I did not consent to this, and I am very competitive. We're supposed to win. We're still going to win.
The machine doesn't care, but it's trying to mess with you. And you're pretty sure that they're rolling something out here.
Yeah, this is scary, actually.
This is
IRL.
Yeah, this is fuckery.
It's horseshit.
Yeah.
This is bad news.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you should beat them at their own game.
Yes.
Okay.
To do.
So they come to the end of their set and smack the drumsticks together, step back, the lights go off for a moment, and then your lights go on.
Does the spell immediately end when the music?
It dies out really fast because remember, you're talking, endocrine systems here.
Exactly. So there's going to be an afterglow.
And then,
but maybe
people pause,
that could be
smoke
to our
cigarettes.
benefit, though. Like,
are people still?
They're warm. They're up.
Okay.
They basically have gotten the audience up for you.
But they don't feel like they've been rude. They're not like, what happened to me?
No. They've essentially been. It's like a glamour. It's like a spell.
Right. Yeah. You would say that. Theoretically, and again, your tech could tell you more, that there are subsonics and things that have been developed there. Usually, a few years back, the military. One of the Euro countries attempted to use something like that as a riot dispeller, and whatever happened over there is in Brussels somewhere, and it got covered up really quick. It's a sense that it went really bad.
Right.
Okay. So this is fairly scary level stuff going down.
It's like militarized, essentially.
Yeah.
This is a
militarized rock.
It's grotesque, right?
Yeah.
I bet you could probably develop a sound that kills.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably could.
Well,
or a sound that invokes riots. If you have a sound that can quell riots.
This one's way down. I mean, my guess is that. Anyway,
isn't there a sound that makes you poop?
This is what they suggest.
Yeah.
We actually designed that a while back in old Chrome 1, in fact. And then I found someone who made it.
Yeah. We don't. Okay. Well.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that.
Is it our turn to start?
It is your turn. So.
Right. It's a sound.
That's you guys cutting in.
Okay. It's a sound something like that. It's a good track. Right. I like it. I listened to it a bunch of times. In fact,
I'm calling it up to where they have a sense of it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Now it's time for go time.
All right. Now.
Okay.
But everybody has to know that because we had heard the track, we had gotten a sample of the track
last night,
and in the email thread, Noura broke the track down measure by measure.
Beat by beat.
You put some math in there. Like, I didn't even know what any of that meant.
So just so that you could like mentally track it and you don't get lost in like the...
And I was super impressed.
And I picked a piece that effectively would be easy to break into stanzas.
Yeah.
So everything is 4/4/4 and it all goes repeat, repeat, repeat.
See, they don't know. They don't know about these.
I have no idea.
Wait, you saw those numbers? Did you get scared?
I did. I was like, oh no, we're doing math? No.
I'm gonna check out. But according to this, utilizing this powerful technology and also the beat, I did manufacture.
You wrote a song?
He wrote a song.
I did manufacture some lyrics because I knew this was going to be a big gig.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to make sure that we had the right type of lyrics.
Okay.
So I guess now I have to read a poem.
You're going to read it like a poem because God knows I'm not going to sing.
Somehow, don't look at me like this.
Like some spoken word.
Sorry, I'll stop. I'll turn it off.
Are you going to
do rap?
No,
I would be a great fixer. I have a very withering glance when I want to, but I'll turn it off for now.
No, but the fantasy scenario is that by the time this comes out, turn it off.
Did you wither him?
I got withered.
Wow.
Bill Withers.
Yeah.
The scenario.
That's Tibetan Fox level.
The scenario is that, I think I'd like to take that track and mess around with it and put the lyrics into it. But
yeah, sounds fun.
Here we go. I feel like it's appropriate.
I'm going to replay for a second, then he can read it.
So you get the vibe.
Right. Just so you guys get the vibe. What you have is your beat is very hypnotic. Yeah. So it's more like a real version of what they're obviously doing with some kind of subsonic as they're building up on it.
So we're gonna use art to try to counter their artifice.
Okay.
Carnifex Rex is the name of this track.
What?
Carnifex Rex. Now it sounds like it's the current band name is Shadow Edge, right?
Yeah. No, Bipedal Arsenal. We keep.
That's the newest one.
At a quick pace, guys.
Stop this! Stop this!
I love it.
Just now.
I'm riding 800 pounds of stunted meat. Deluxe claws dragging trenches in the hungry street. Terror pheromones smell the fear in my eyes. I'm clever prey. I've never felt more alive.
Why are you singing it to me?
Because
we have a
because you notice that
you're singing it.
You're singing it.
I know what he's singing it, but what you notice as you're singing it is that Brutus kind of comes up next to you and settles down next to you, like, yes, master.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's very obvious that there is a connection to what you're singing.
Okay.
And Brutus.
Well, he came out at the right
alpha.
Exactly. He came out at the right time because that's when the chorus comes in.
Oh, here we go.
Which is hunter and hunted, an affront to the living and dead. The time of the red. Making it last. When I catch me, I won't start with the head.
Wow.
Hey, golf clap people. Yeah. Okay.
My friend Jerry, everybody.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so
it goes like this.
And you've got the beat, and as you start swinging into it, you kick up your music tracker, you start putting the backbeat further down, and then drop the bass. And the audience, which was kind of whoa before, is now beginning to stomp its feet. And it's
change the vibe.
You change the vibe, and
vibe altered.
You notice that even the Maelstrom guys, like a lot of them, their eyes are like flashing in time.
Nice.
Yeah. And you guys are just locking it down.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that.
So you're swaying them. Okay.
Can I use my hips as a carrier wave? Can I?
Are you Elvis?
Well, I just noticed I have a very high dance.
So do I.
Oh yeah. Well, he was just standing there
instantly.
Yeah.
We lock eyes.
Yeah, you're synced.
And our dance moves are in sync.
Okay.
Let's.
I'm gonna use 2 luck.
Are we actually going to have a dance off?
Oh, well, no.
I've been waiting for this since episode 1.
Yes.
Give me my dance.
My dance off.
I'm burning 2 luck. So
okay. So I'll restart this as this is going.
14 plus 8. Oh my God.
22.
It's 22. That's so cool.
Okay.
Perfect. I mean, you know it. And then
you guys are basically going at it from the other direction.
Right.
you get to find out whether you can still play.
So while I'm dancing?
You're going to perform. Okay. Yeah, well, come on.
I love it.
If you cannot, Mick Jagger could do it.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't carrying a guitar.
I'm not sure if you're familiar
Peter
with Peter
Townsend could do it.
But there's a whole song. Play instrument? Here we go.
Play instrument. Let's see what you do.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Dude, my hips don't lie.
Your hips lie.
Fuck!
It explodes.
One is
implodes.
It implodes.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's good.
Best
that's not bad.
possible
that's not
scenario.
Bad.
It's okay.
You miss a little bit off the beat, and tell me how you get out of this.
I ignite the flamethrower. So when it looks like I've sort of messed up in the song,
right.
what I actually do is I'm triggering a huge gallery.
Okay,
like I did this
green flame.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like
that was interesting. And
it
I
was
want
like
yeah.
moment. Like, oh shit.
Right over
okay.
the crowd.
Guys.
You do that, and the crowd goes, ah! And they're like screaming because they did no technical effects on the other side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They didn't.
So they're like, you've now brought in practical effects, and they're like, whoa,
Yeah,
okay.
We're doing our own thing.
Now it's just gonna go viral.
Yeah.
Like you could die at one of Jam's shows.
Yeah.
There's like an appeal to that.
You might.
Like, you have a pheromone
you
thing.
Remember in Australia when
You
they didn't
could
tell us
die.
they put those pyrotechnics at the end of the stage?
Yeah.
This almost happened to you in real life.
You're like, you could die on that stage. And Jerry and I are like, yeah, I remember that.
They detonated them right by us, and they didn't say where they were.
They didn't, and there's no laws against like fireballs in Australia on stage. So we've never had fireballs before on a stage. And so we're like, thanks everybody, good night. Boom! Explosion of fire.
Right.
It has to be on
Did you
video.
like feel the heat on your
Oh my
face?
god,
Somewhere.
yes.
No, literal heat. Yes,
Yeah.
fire.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, actual fire. Yeah, unfortunately, you guys have left your tech back fixing your van because he would have brought his old box along.
Yeah.
And that would have been,
problem.
and finally it would have ended with everybody blind, but it would have been cool.
Yeah. Very
But you brought pyrotechnic effects, and it's looking good.
incredible lyrics, obviously.
Yeah.
Incredible
obviously.
lyrics, and let's find out one
Killer
thing. Yeah,
dance
okay, the audience,
The dance
okay.
was lit.
The other guys opposite of you, LTB, they're looking at you. Their instruments are down.
Yeah.
And
Tapping their feet.
Yeah.
a couple of them are like
along.
trying to stop.
Yeah.
And Abinosian basically kind of sweeps a dagger gaze over his band, and they start, as soon as you wrap up, trying to slide into something as strong, but it isn't.
They can tell it's fake.
We're in their heads.
You're in their heads, and part of what you realize is, and I want you guys both to make a perception check.
Human or
Human perception.
It's time to check.
It's time to know about people.
I don't know about just like in real life.
Yeah.
That's a
People?
10.
What's that?
Who are they?
mine imploded.
Oh, down. Ow.
Yikes.
Okay, you have
Oh,
no
by
idea.
1 point though. So
Okay.
it's
You have no idea why what you were doing worked so well.
yeah, but it was still an 11.
Okay.
But
Meanwhile,
It's amazing.
in the green room,
oh shit.
Open
the
warfare.
bodyguard, the let's call that the gray bodyguard and the black bodyguard. It's easier that way.
Okay.
The gray bodyguard looks over and says, well, I think it's about to go down. And Mr. Edge says, I don't think I need you right now. Go ahead and play. And he smiles, and showing all those shark teeth again. He has triangular teeth, you know?
Yeah.
And he smiles, and the other person basically passes him a look, and then he steps outside.
He doesn't. That's how confident he is.
Wow.
That he sent his bodyguard away.
He's chromed up too.
And he says quietly as he pours another drink and then pushes one towards you, he says, "So the way I see it, you guys have 2 more in the set. And then we'll let the audience decide. But I would think that you want to leave your fans before they mob you. Or people inside your fans who aren't wearing red shirts, they mob you. You get what I'm saying?"
I get what you're saying. I'm on it. And I like down my drink, say, always a pleasure, Mr. Edge. Do a little bow.
All the way out.
I said back out. Thank you, sir.
He says, it's been a pleasure.
I love this guy. Yeah, and I start to make arrangements for a speedy
get out.
Yeah.
Extraction.
Where's my truck?
Yeah. I'm gonna go make sure the truck's ready to go.
Luckily, your truck is still parked out by the loading dock with all the other band stuff. So this is good. And it doesn't have flat tires yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna. This is what I'm trying to make sure of.
Yeah.
I'm like gonna go stand by my truck, make sure nobody cuts out the tires again.
Yeah, which does happen.
Yeah. Wait, as we've seen.
That's them coming in, but it's not really doing it.
So are they not using their technology during this?
They're trying, but here's the thing you realize.
Someone else working here, I think.
What you realize is that what they're doing is setting up one psychological response. And you're setting up another.
It's not rich.
Have you guys heard of the concept of cognitive dissonance?
Yeah.
Sure.
You can't hold two dissimilar thoughts in the box.
Yeah.
Basically, violence, jumping up and down, raising hell is faster and closer to our monkey side than getting laid.
So we're connecting.
You're connecting more than they are because it's on a deeper level.
Okay.
Because they're getting kind of, as you're having this go on, they're getting relaxed, but you're going, get up and do it.
Yeah.
So your lyrics were very pivotal in this.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's a
You
different
had
energy.
written
Right.
a slow rock and love jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were doing a love jam, basically, and you were doing like
We're raging against the machine.
Raging against the machine.
We're here at the right time.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, and Brutus, about the time you're flaming on when you go to your next cut, and while you're doing that, Brutus comes up, and as you're flaming and waving pyrotechnics around,
Yes.
Brutus steps up and he gives out a subsonic roar.
This is the whole thing we wanted.
Yeah.
And when that happens, you can see Avanosian across the way stops for a moment because he recognizes the kind of the shockwave going through the floor.
Yeah.
And he turns and
source.
It's, you are not his favorite person right now. You took his dog.
I did.
This is psychological warfare now.
Yeah.
Yes,
I would like to
that's
add that
basically
I
it.
don't think I've unzipped Doggo from my hoodie.
He's riding along too.
But basically, this is what's keeping him dialed in. Like,
Yeah.
We've got both his dogs.
So we've got both his dogs.
Yeah,
on
and
stage.
he's somewhat rattled, and
You brought him to the show.
he steps back to, kind of after they finish it, steps back and he's talking to somebody. You think it's probably their tech.
Okay, so
Okay.
be careful. If they start screwing around with our dogs.
If they can take control of the dogs.
Take control of our dogs.
Right.
Okay, and you are going into a new cut.
Oh, this is way cooler. Yeah.
This is
This is way cooler than the other time that they got.
Okay. And you're getting them. Let the dog drop. Let the dog drop.
And then he just howls.
But it's like a multi-spectrum howl.
Yeah, and basically he howls and the ground in the theater shakes. The riot's walls are kind of slightly compressing back and forth.
Nice.
And the rumble is so low that you have soundproofing from the tiles falling out a little bit, and people are now stomping their feet. They are up.
They're going to destroy this venue.
Yeah.
They're going to wreck this place. Okay.
I encourage them to do so.
Go ahead.
This is the last show.
Yeah. Last show.
Okay.
Tear it the fuck down.
Sounds good. Okay. Do you say anything? Do anything? You are starting to hack, but now you're on stage. You've just finished your third set. Sound good. And they're going to go on and once again try to run more of a ballad to slow it down.
No.
And you can see they've dialed it up because it's like a wave hits.
Oh, okay. So this is the third act.
Yeah, and basically what's happening in some ways, it reminds you of like, you walk into a place and the people there are wearing really strong perfume too much perfume. And you're
Olfactory.
going, yeah, and so it's kind of like, that would be really nice if it wasn't making me gag because it's so strong.
Like when you get in the wrong taxi and you have like, the Indian or Turkish uncle that wears like maybe a little too much cologne, and it's not a bad smell.
Or they're burning incense.
But
it's not a bad smell, but it's in such an enclosed space. You're like,
basically you're realizing it's like your jimmies are not being rustled; they're basically being like maraca shaken.
They're being pulverized
because
it's like I gotta get a hold of this. They're getting rustled too much at this point.
Yeah, I'm just thinking,
Russell Wilson.
Luckily, it's all happening on an endocrine level. Otherwise, it was happening at a cybernetic level. Then you would have Mr. Studs.
Yeah, but that'll be the next version, right? That'll be 2.0.
Yeah.
That'll be 2.0.
So, they are rounding out their set. You guys go into your last, and they start saying, black hole, black hole. What are you guys doing?
Oh boy.
And you start back to your big one that you opened with.
We want to be encore.
Oh, there we go.
They want an encore.
Yeah. Well, we can give it to them.
Yeah.
Give them the rest of the lyrics. It doesn't get better from there.
No, now the dog's going green flame.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't shoot flame, but he's. And when it gets down to the middle eight and it's starting to build, and they're all like on the edge of their seats.
Right.
And then you break out again.
Okay.
And they're yelling and they're screaming and they're freaking out, and guns are being fired and people are shot.
So it's gone. It's become elevated.
yes,
It's a riot.
It's now
a riot.
a riot.
Yeah.
At the riot.
The riot.
Okay, right at the right. You got it. And you see, well, actually, you wouldn't. You're near stage, so you have a chance
Absolutely,
to see
I'm trying to make sure this doesn't go off the rails.
Okay, you see Max way in the back of this chaos.
He's actually out. He's in the pit.
He's not in the pit. He's like up the upper gallery.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to yank the maps out.
It's all to the G. But basically, he's not down here in this throng.
No. He's further up, and he.
Oh.
And he's basically, but time to go.
Oh, okay.
And the audience is like going crazy, and at that point the MC is yelling, "I think we've got the winner of our Battle of the Bands!"
I think you
People
do!
are like, yelling and screaming and jumping up and down. And you do realize that people are firing guns.
Oh no,
because they're built
it's
in
insane,
guns.
Right?
It's insane. And then a bullet whizzes very close to one of you. Even odd. It's odd. A bullet wings over from the crowd somewhere and like narrowly misses. It parts your hair.
Show over.
And you see you
have
hair, don't you?
Actually, I have tech hair, so could it like part through the middle?
Literally part your mohawk.
It would be-
Part as it goes whoosh, like slow mo.
Yeah. Okay. And you see as you what the heck? You lock in, and you see way but middle of the mosh pit is a guy in black who drops back down into the crowd, but he was carrying some kind of rifle.
Oh, okay. So they're just completely in. They're in the mix.
it's time to roll out, Chim.
Yes. Yeah. Let's just. Is this the text I get?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Edge has told me that. I'm like, time to roll out, Chim.
And I'm just like off stage. Like,
Well, you already
putting my
got
watch.
get off the stage.
But I need to make sure they
Saying
see
a couple
it.
things real quick, and then
I'm playing the Oscar wrap it up music. Speech.
Well, you guys, you don't have
Walking up.
an exact wrap it up as much as you got to the end, and it was this crescendo of crazy.
It'd be murder. Right.
And-
It'd be murder the show.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the downside of it, as you rather rapidly realize, is that with a crowd that loud, crazy, in Night City with guns and weapons and cyberware, an assassination would be pretty easy to pull off right now.
It's very easy for these
probably
ninjas
didn't.
to
Yeah,
crack
they
one in the
probably
skull.
didn't plan on having to take you out. You guys are going to get up, you're going to play your little set,
No,
and they
exactly.
come in with their new shit. and
I
kick
send
your
you a
ass.
2-word message that says "where truck."
And I'm like, waiting.
Okay.
Like that. Waiting.
Okay.
I was running for
Let's
the truck.
jump over to you for a moment. Okay, make a perception check.
All right. I'm gonna burn a luck to bring it up to a 14 base.
Loving that.
You didn't get a 1, did you?
Jasmine?
I imploded.
Oh, gosh.
So is that 3 in a row?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Jasmine, burn that die.
And ours were both 1 and 1.
Okay, this one's out of the tray, but I'm gonna roll the implosion. But this is that's gone. You're retired.
We don't trust it.
Yeah, don't. It's because that's a 9. You would have been so screwed.
Yeah. So no, I'm still screwed. That's a 7.
Yeah. Okay.
So that
you're not dead. That's good.
Yeah, that brings my 14 down to a 7.
Okay.
There's so much happening.
You are fleeing to the truck and stand low, and somebody basically hits you in the back of the spine and neck, like a block, just bam.
Yeah.
And you fall flat on your face.
Oh man.
And as that's happening, you realize, somebody obviously clubbed you, and they were either cybered or combat armored up, and you roll over. God, it hurt. And you can see a couple of guys. They are not Maelstrom. They are not wearing t-shirts. They're wearing a lot of black though. And
Shit. I got ninjas on me.
You have just made friends. Well, not friends. Okay.
Welcome to the Media Magica family.
Yeah. So they are basically getting ready to do a classic assassination mafia drawdown.
Just clean you up.
You're on the floor, and they're just they're pulling out silenced guns. Actually, in this guy, they're not even bothering with.
They don't even out here on the edge.
Yeah, this guy, one has a gun, and the other, you can see his arm goes and does something and unfolds, and they're both you see the red dots kind of blinding you as you see that. Oh my
God!
Okay.
I'm delighted.
Yes.
At the prospect of my execution, military
it's a scary
style.
Scene, yeah.
Oh, it's a great scene. But I want you to make a perception check.
Okay.
With
let's
a
hope I
different
don't
dice.
roll-
Different
Garbage
die.
this
With a
time.
sacred die.
I'm gonna burn 2 luck.
How much do you have?
Burning through luck like nobody's business.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd start with 5.
This is the time to spend it.
So that brings me
When
up
you're
to a
on the
15
ground.
base. I swear to God, I rolled another implosion.
Oh no. Yes.
Well,
okay.
One in a row?
Good thing you use the luck. No, let's see how bad you get imploded, right?
Oh,
I
no.
think somebody
Yeah.
put some juju on this dice.
did
Somebody don't
not
like me.
you. Yeah.
So I need a Galactica. Somebody put the evil eye
Use
on
a
me.
different set altogether. Use a different
Okay,
color.
what?
6.
6.
So that brings me to an 8.
You
Okay.
need your mom to get you with the dot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need a dot.
Well, she's about to get a dot on her
Yeah.
forehead.
Yeah.
You got
and
several
it's going
dots.
to be followed by a hole
Yeah.
right in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a classic sequence.
And about that point, yeah, you don't see it coming. Well, actually, you do see that coming. Let me go find something real quick. Okay.
I don't know how many nat ones a person can roll.
I don't know, but
I mean, it's a 1 in 10 chance.
You're finding out.
okay. There's a and then a silence, and you are slammed. Let's try on a D6. Okay. You take it right through his shoulder, left shoulder.
Okay.
So basically, it didn't go through your head, and you were targeted.
Yeah. So somebody got
And
them.
at the time, what you see is the guy in gray just bounce off one of the guys with the cyber gun.
I am going to fuck this person. You know that,
And
right?
you'll enjoy it too. They're so good looking, you'll want to do
They
it.
saved my life and they're hot. Like,
I can picture it. I can absolutely. I can see it.
yeah.
Right.
And they slam into this other, black tactical dude.
Yeah.
And they do not go down. They basically kind of ride over him and drop into a stance, and he gets up real quick, and you can see cybered reflexes cutting in on both sides. Okay. Meanwhile, there was a second guy, remember?
Yes.
He's the one who shot you through the shoulder.
Oh no.
Okay.
Do I take damage from that? That's a very
Yes. Oh,
stupid
yeah.
question, but I have
Yes.
to ask.
If he doesn't
And the
say-
fun part is, are you wearing any armor?
I am. I
Oh,
have
thank
a
God, because-
light armor jack.
Okay, good. Light armor jack, because you are about to have the excitement of having 6 dice slammed through your shoulder.
Oh.
At the range you were at, it was not going to. Okay, so light armor jack drops to 11. Okay. 1, 4, 10, 12. No, 10. Yeah, 12. Ooh, 18. What do you got? You've dropped 11, so 11 out of the 18.
Wait, do we subtract
You got light
11?
armor, Jack, so you subtract SP, as it's called, stopping power.
Okay, perfect. So that brings it down to 7?
You take 7.
7.
7 to the shoulder, okay? What's your overall body?
35. Or I have 35 hit points, and then I'm wounded when I'm under 18.
Okay. Well, you're not there yet. I believe you're down to 11, right? Or down?
I'm down to 27.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, then. It frickin' hurts. But you're and you'll need stabilization at some point.
Yeah.
But, you basically roll over, and the bodyguard in black is standing there, and they reach down and they do the classic give you the hand.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And pull you up and say, we should go.
We should go. Yes.
Agreed.
And
but where?
I'm like
anywhere, yes.
It's like Aladdin.
And
I'm like,
I'll
go anywhere with you.
They start running, not running. They're like guiding through the crowd, and every so often somebody like rushes, and it's like, weapons are popping out. Basically,
You're
know
moving
why
at a steady rate.
You know why this person is on the staff.
Yeah.
And they're guiding through. If you had a chance to look back over your shoulder, you would see that not a dagger, but a mantis blade had gone through the head of the other guy in the tactical. So he's dead too. But meanwhile, the other bodyguard is in the middle of a melee with, let's see how many I can throw. Oh, okay. They're in a melee with the 3 other tactical guys, and it's starting to look around you as people from...
Animals in Maelstrom?
Maelstrom, that's what I wanted.
I got you.
The Maelstrom, thanks, dude. Okay, Maelstrom guys are mixed in with the tactical guys, and basically there is a classic James Bond style battle going on. All the mooks are just going at it. This thing has exploded.
Fuck.
And your truck is like a beacon across the parking lot.
I'm just like, truck, loading bay, now.
Okay, so...
Shit's popping off.
Okay, and your guardian angel in black is dropping people right and left.
God.
These guys they're not quite Morgan Blackhand, but they're pretty scary.
Yeah.
I like to bring them in occasionally just for people to
They know their
wow,
business.
they are so good.
They know their business.
And so they're working through, they're basically making you a clear spot.
A clear path.
And you get to your truck, tires are still on.
Oh, thank God.
Everything's all there, and one of the doors is open on the passenger side.
Yeah, I take out my gun and do a sweep, as I get in the
As
driver's
you get in,
seat.
you sweep, and you see one of the Maelstrom guys, and he's sitting in your truck. And
he walking the whip?
I hope so.
No, he's basically, he looks up and he says, yeah, I fixed a couple things. It should be a little better now.
Oh.
Well, he's doing
and he pats the dash, and he says, I'm going now.
Oh, okay. I put my gun on it, so he's scared. Sorry, he scared the piss out of me. I almost died.
See you again soon.
Thank you for your service.
And he stops as he's halfway out the door, and he says, cute truck, cute girl.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
And then he's gone.
No. I'm like shaking, bleeding.
And he's like,
now's not the time.
Yeah, I'm like,
you gotta look
also,
at the situation.
isn't his face like a graphics card? I think I'm like,
remember the guy we were describing before?
Yeah.
I think he works well. I don't have eyes. I have red things all over my face.
There's fans.
This is a very stark contrast to the hot people who escorted me here. So I'm just
it went down fast.
This is the only thing. This is the only thing you're gonna get. You're not gonna ever date those hot. Those hot people are too hot.
I know. I'm just like, thank you.
Okay.
Exactly. You know what? Yeah, call me.
Okay.
I don't.
Not today.
Why are we writing this down?
Not today.
I hope you are.
Call soon.
Do we come running out?
Okay. You go charging out, and there's just a melee that you guys are dodging into the middle of. And you have a phalanx of a couple Actually, more than a couple. Let's see how many they throw.
Guys, right? Yeah. You guys are fine.
You have 3 people from the Maelstrom guys who are blocking for you as you run to the truck.
Okay, cool.
And let's see. Oh, they liked you. You got 6.
Heck yeah.
So you're like in the middle of this. Yeah, they're like carrying your stuff, and this stuff. Would you like a drink? Yeah, it's all.
I'm telling one how I take my coffee.
Yeah,
it has to be this way.
Yes.
And you're thinking to yourself, yes, this is what it's like to be famous.
Yeah,
I know. Now I'll do it.
Yeah, this is the future.
I've made it, you guys.
But I extend my.
I'm the best around.
As you're running. No, but I extend my corporate shield.
Okay.
Just to provide.
Because they didn't guard you. You're just that guy on the stage.
Exactly. But I'm basically just trying to. Any vector that they don't have, I just want to make sure that these performers.
Protect the creatives.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They're your meal ticket. You can't play guitar.
Yeah, this is. Yeah.
Jerry may write lyrics, but
this is my investment.
So you are going to be busting your way through. Let's go find out how interesting it gets. Oh boy, it does get interesting. Okay, so you have 2 guys. They're not Maelstrom. They are obviously a combination of the tactical goo guys. Again, they're a little battered up because it has been a melee hell out there.
Right.
And they're closing on you, and one of them says, "Get him! He's the agent!" And they start closing on you. What do you do?
I feel proud, actually. They know I'm the agent.
I'm the agent, yeah.
I'm like, it's working.
Would you like an autograph?
Exactly. You know what?
In blood?
No, I'm gonna give him an autograph with my Militech. Is what I'm gonna give him.
You whip out your Militech. Okay.
We need to get you a fur coat.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They need to know. It's got to be bespoke.
Okay.
So I would love to.
All right then.
Learn him.
So, are you wearing, other than the shield, are you wearing any armor? Because, that may be important.
I have had, over my life, I've had many armors.
Yes,
but... you mean like right now?
It's going to be
your
here.
Character, and I don't mean Jerry, I mean you. It's on
I'm just making sure because you opened it, so I just want to make sure.
Yes. I have a light armor jacket.
Okay. Yeah, light armor jacket. Okay, well, 11 points, not bad. All right, then.
For me, it's mostly about the cut.
We're going to assume that when the first guy opens up on you with the SMG, that you're going to try to not be there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is not the old days where we used to do it and you could dodge shots. So we're looking at, he's got an SMG and he's about 12 meters away. It would have been better if it had been a pistol, because you're right in the sweet, well, no, you're not entirely in the sweet spot, but an SMG's in a good spot for that. So he opens up on you, and you are going to be hit by 3 rounds.
What the?
Sorry.
No,
that's where you are, man.
No. I know I'm
don't
playing.
blame me playing this.
I know I'm playing a role-playing game, but you made that, so don't,
I did. I have all power. Don't mess with me, man.
I wouldn't dare. So 3 shots. Let's talk about it.
Okay, let's talk about it. Do you want to find out where they are first before I start working out what they do? Because SMG...
Let's see where they hit.
Boy, you're running... Oh, luckily, it's only 2d6. And you got 3 shots. So that's not bad. Where'd you like? Let's find the first one.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, in your head. Okay.
Well, that's the worst news ever.
Yeah, not only that, but you're wearing armor jack. You're wearing armor jack, but you're not wearing a helmet.
Oh, I have a light armor jack on my head area.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you pulled the hood. You pulled the hood.
Yeah, this is not my first rodeo.
Okay.
Well, this is my first rodeo, but I watched a lot of rodeo shows.
Yeah, well, you're now the rodeo clown, but you're going to die. Okay, so hits you in the head. It does not, because you have armor. Okay. 9. Okay, so it stops, your hood stops it. You kind of rock it. Okay. And
my head flings fast.
Yes.
But it doesn't go into my skull.
Okay, the second one goes into your right leg.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's kind of sweeping across. And let's see what he does with that. It's only 8, not bad. So it does not penetrate the armor again. Bam, bam,
so 2/3 of his burst.
Right. Well, of the shots,
have pinged harmlessly.
Right. Okay.
It's a real.
I don't like these terms, man.
Okay. 3. You hardly recognize it, and it goes into your left arm.
Okay, so I basically
barely even use that.
Actually, didn't you have the shield up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so it's off the shield. It doesn't hit you at all.
This is incredible.
Hey, ting. Okay, so they're firing at you. The other guys have not drawn a bead yet. Unfortunately, her protectors are busy right now. And let's see if you have any maelstrom. No, you don't have any maelstrom around. You're going to be running, and you're going to have another 2 turns to dive into the truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's my plan is to prioritize getting them, keeping them alive so that they can get in there. And that's actually more important than shooting back. Like, this is too many.
Yeah.
This is too much.
Yeah, and it's out in the parking lot chaos.
It's insane. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and what you're kind of realizing as you're running for timber, you definitely realized it, is that the 2 media corps were sizing it up, and you blew Magica's plans wide open. So they wanted you dead. Well, it's obvious. But at the same time, New Media Lords want you alive.
Yes.
And, you know, Mr. Edge has the power to call somebody in, but New Media Lords has the money to call a lot of people in.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's happened now is you have 2, cabals of supervillains, basically fighting in a parking lot, and you're dodging to the middle of it.
Yeah. Like evasion? Should I make evasion?
I'm about to get to whether you get any friends or not.
Oh, right.
It might be okay. And like I say, my job is to try to keep them
4
safe.
friends. You have 4 friends. Okay. So your 4 friends, unfortunately.
This is like becoming Risk, where it's like you have 3 guys with you, they have 4, and they're gonna.
Actually, the way, just for people, when we're doing this sort of stuff, I like to explain sometimes to people in the audience why I'm doing this way. This was set up that there are little groups all through the parking lot, and there are little groups of matching guys from the other side.
Yeah.
So you guys are pinballing through the little groups, and that's one way I determine whether you're in danger or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good way to simulate.
Whether we're interacting with friend or foe.
Yeah.
If you will.
Yeah.
Right. And at this point, okay, so there are, as I said, 3 guys that had pulled stuff out on you, and suddenly, unless you want to try to evade it, a really large guy, obviously Maelstrom, just is going to pick you up.
Okay. I'm curious how my new dog reacts.
We haven't gotten your dog yet.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
Your dog has its own things.
It's going to be
Well, then I'm going to allow myself to be picked up and carried.
Okay.
I settle into it.
Okay. So, you don't get to lie back. He throws you over his shoulder and starts running. And, you're kind of tangled in some of the wires and tubes and things like that go out of the back of his head to his, spine and stuff.
I go completely limp. Like a sack of potatoes, I try to make it as easy for him as possible.
And as he's running towards the truck,
my legs are
you're just like behind, he says, "That was an awesome set. Echo.
I slap him on the ass. I say, "Thanks, buddy."
Hey, don't mention it. Love it. Do it again sometime.
Guy's voice all fucked up.
Yeah, he's got speakers talking all over for him.
We're like glitching.
And you are charging towards there. Then Brutus.
My sweet boy.
How bad is Brutus is
terrifying.
Brutus is not
my precious boy.
Brutus is not happy. Brutus is not happy. So he fell behind a little bit, and he was busy killing people of all sorts, but Brutus isn't really good at knowing who is friend or foe.
Right.
So he's basically wading through Maelstrom and Tactical guys alike. It doesn't take him long. Yeah, he doesn't take him long. It's usually rip, shred, leg balls.
Shredder.
Yeah, he's more like a wood chipper than he is a dog.
He gets excited.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
Yeah.
And then he pees on the couch. But there's so whoa, Brutus. Okay. He's hitting groups.
Good dog.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Brutus has stacked up about 12 people on his way to you. But of them, of the 12 people, 5 were tactical guys, and the remainder were Maelstrom going, wait, what the heck?
Wait, I thought we know this guy.
He might kill your new friend.
I'm sure they signed a waiver.
He might think you've
no question.
That's true. I'm a little worried about
he's
that.
following after you. So yeah,
I'm giving him the thumbs up.
Okay, well, upside down hangers.
Yeah.
And,
It's okay, buddy.
and you see, coming towards, eyes glowing, the optic has gone down.
Oh, boy.
So all you see is the Cylon eye going back and forth on your
light,
dog.
yeah.
And his ears are up and they are moving like radar dishes, and his mouth is open. And it's kind of scary because his mouth is open, his tongue has been retracted. You see all the teeth in the world.
Yeah.
There are dinosaurs that would look at his mouth and go, "Oh God, I'm so jealous."
Yes, too much.
It's true. And he's been just ripping through. And in addition, you've discovered that grabbing him on the back is a bad idea because he has, remember, the spines. And he has spines on his shoulders and haunches.
So he's just
he's
collateral damage.
He's a walking
everywhere.
death machine.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know that you're being rescued.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah,
He does think
He
that.
thinks, put my person down. Okay. You are meanwhile
Yeah.
getting
What do I care?
to you've had your guides help you out.
Yeah.
And all the 8, I think you had 8 guys on just like that. And so you get to the truck, fine, and your dog looks around and goes, hey.
I'm just I look over. I reach into like one of your pockets of clothes that are lying around and find you've always got snacks on you.
Got snacks.
And I just
Gummy worm.
Okay. He starts gulping him down. I realized last night I was describing this dog to my wife, and she said, "Oh, it's like the Fizz gig in Dark Crystal."
Oh yeah, the mouth just opens.
Yeah,
it's all mouth.
Yeah, and it's all teeth.
Yeah.
It's the Fizz gig.
No.
I said I didn't think of that at the time, but yeah, that works.
No, it totally works.
So yeah, your Fizz gig, as it were,
Gotcha.
with its cyber teeth, and it does have cyber optics, but you wouldn't notice it.
Yeah, I lift up like the little
It looks
cooler.
too
It's
cute.
got one of the chickens that.
Oh yeah.
And I just like hand.
Dude,
Okay.
What a gift.
Yeah.
What a gift.
Okay, so yeah, blood all over your van. She's gonna hate you. Okay, and
I'm
you
already
now
throwing
reach
their
her in
stuff
there, so
out
you hear
while I'm
Bick
in
Bick
there.
as she falls
Like fucking animals.
She falls into the passenger side, and
Of
you
her
hear
best friend's ride.
Bick Bick,
Where's the agent?
and the agent is charging. You'll be there in one more round, and meanwhile, let's find out what happens with Brutus.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Bite.
All right. Does Brutus
Do I have time?
any?
Can I say like, put me down, put me down, put me down, put me down, put me down?
You're yelling, "Put me down!" He's going, "We're almost there."
I tried.
And Brutus's legs are extending so much so he can run faster. So he's
okay.
like bounding like a horse.
He's like a transformer.
Brutus down.
Brutus. I did not build Brutus. That Brutus was actually built by one of the Tal guys.
It's old school.
It's a scary old school thing. I haven't had a chance to use him yet.
But I love this. Put me down. Put me down. No,
Yeah.
we're almost there. Okay.
We're almost there.
Yeah.
Yes.
What more can I do?
Sorry, buddy.
Okay.
I said something.
I am but one man.
All right. Unfortunately, the guy running is not trying to do any broken field. He's just got
He doesn't
head
even
down.
know.
He doesn't know.
And he's got you, and you see Brutus close the gap, leap. Brutus does not hit you.
Good dog. Good dog.
Hang on a second, I'm doing some fast math.
Hit it.
Okay, no. Oh, and Brutus open ends. Okay, on top of it. Okay, so basically something knocks you down and you find yourself draped over part of Brutus as he is ripping off both of this guy's legs. And he's like, wham, leg goes there. And you're kind of draped over him and you just narrowly miss the spines on the back.
Blade
Yeah, he knows what's
spines.
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
He knew the risk of the job.
He did know the risks, and
And he said, and the good news is, he's Maelstrom, which means he'll just get another set of legs.
all right.
Just get new
If
ones.
anything, you're doing him a favor.
he probably had his eyes on a new
gets
set
to-
already.
on some chunky
Yeah.
Are you gonna pay me
Soviet
back?
cyberware.
Yeah. Okay.
Call my agent.
As he's falling, as he's falling away, and Brutus is like shaking his left leg and hurling it
send off
7 meters away. He says, "Keep on playing, man. You're awesome."
This is a real fan.
He will just turn off the pain.
You should send him some merch.
I will.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't get him pants.
Nothing below here.
My God.
Yeah. Okay.
What a real,
and
what a
you're on
cool guy.
You're on Brutus. Brutus lowers his spines and he knows the truck, so he runs with you on his back,
like a Treyu.
Yeah. You're on the back. You know, you look like something out of The Last Airbender. You know, up, yup, ah, yup.
Just get right in the back.
And he basically leaps in the back of the truck with you. Does not bang your head. The truck sags as he hits 800 pounds.
Good.
And let's see, we have you just arrived.
Yeah.
Okay, no one has attacked you yet. Let's see if our boys in black and gray. Yeah, they're busy, so they do not defend you. And
rude.
You do not. A guy from Maelstrom tries to help, and another guy in black tactical tries to jump you, and the two of them go into a massive battle. You discover it's like equal levels of bad cyberware going at it. Yeah, the guy in the tactical's like, yeah, I've got a gun and I've got this, and the other guy goes, weapons everywhere.
Cancel each other out.
Yeah, you know, this is Maelstrom. You know, the more chrome you can put on, the better. And this guy's gone out of his way.
Yeah,
he's not as big a fan,
no,
and you know, you didn't play.
He's not gonna
die for you. He's not gonna lose his legs for you. You're the agent.
Yeah, you just make sure they get another show. He's not gonna say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't know about the lyrics.
Leap in to the car.
Passenger seat.
Okay, passenger. Well, you cram in next to her, so you're like, okay, let's get crash.
Dude, is this like the old school awesome front seat that like doesn't have any distinct? It's just like a bench.
It's a bench. It's a bench.
Yeah, it's a bench, and it's got like a mala hanging from the rearview mirror and like a picture of the gurus, like the Sikh gurus, like a little altar.
I love it.
And I'm just like constantly cleaning your guys' shit up. I'm like, I live in here!
But listen, he
muttering under my breath, talent.
He did his best for us, right?
Yeah.
So actually, nobody's bleeding now, so that's pretty
I'm
good.
bleeding.
Okay, you're bleeding.
Oh, that's right. You got shot real bad.
Yeah, we have to actually take that into account in your
when
driving.
I drive. I know. I'm really worried about it.
Your car is not automatic.
No,
plug it in.
Wheel.
You drive it.
Can I do a little first, since I'm right next to her? Can I do a little first aid?
You got to pull over to somewhere for you to do what's called stabilization. So because she's bleeding.
I'm just gonna bleed.
Like super
this place is about
bleeding.
to blow up.
This
We should
reminds
just
me.
go.
That's right.
Should
You're bleeding.
I drive?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
You were down during all that time, you're down another 10 points. You're bleeding like a son of a gun, right through the shoulder. Okay.
I am now in the wounded state.
You're wounded. Okay. Lightly wounded or seriously wounded?
Lightly.
Probably lightly. Okay.
Lightly wounded.
All right. So you will need it when you stabilize. You need to.
You would have to fucking kill me for me to let you touch my car.
I'll just wait.
What if you pass out from blood
I
loss?
will just wait until you go
She'll
unconscious.
die like Valhalla.
Yes, but
Go
you're
to the
not
car.
driving my fucking car,
Not
you
while you
Corpo.
live.
And I'm saying this, you Corpo Fairchild. I'm saying this while my face is pale and I'm bleeding out, and I'm like looking at you doing this,
No,
and I'm
and
like,
I'm listening to it,
And you're yanking out the med kit going, quit waving your arms. I'm trying to, and she's like,
I'm trying to like.
No.
In my neuro port, it's like Punjabi is like an extra fee, and I'm like,
I never paid for this.
I was like,
You're not even translating.
no, I'm like, listen. All right, say all of it again. I got it now.
Angry.
Yeah,
That's
it's
all
just
you get.
emojis.
I got it. I got it all.
Just frowny face emojis.
Now I have it. Now I can know what you were saying before. If you want to say it all again, that's great. If not, I feel like I got the message.
My
Yeah.
car.
Let the Corpo prick drive.
No.
Is what you hear Jam
You're
saying.
still awake.
No one cares about your opinion. You
From the back.
play a guitar.
Besides, you're in the back
I
of the
drive
truck.
car. Yeah.
You're in the back of the truck with the
we
dog.
left yet?
Make your fucking
No,
music
it's
or
time to
whatever the
go.
fuck
Can we
you
go?
do.
Okay. You're now headed out. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do any driving checks quite yet because you don't really have anything to worry about except for the people you drive over.
I don't care.
Yeah.
You don't
No.
care.
It's what it is.
It's fine.
You skid around. If you remember, the place you're going to was headed basically off the same freeway that you went into town with.
Yeah.
And so if you get on the freeway and move fast enough, you could probably get yourself back to the warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You guys-
dip in and dip out.
Yeah,
Okay.
fastest straight line.
Okay,
As
so
a
you
crow
are
flies.
hauling down there. How badly do they want? Oh boy, the other
They don't. I talked to
Yeah,
them.
but the other guys, they want.
yeah, they don't care.
They want you.
They're hungry. They're like, I know a burger spot. Can we?
They're probably gonna stop and
They're
get something to
fine. They're
Yeah. Those guys are fun.
Whatever.
We'll find them.
Okay.
It
So
worked. I don't think it did work.
I don't think it worked.
Okay, you guys, they basically several cars pull out. They're kind of those really nice anonymously black. You know, we have bad stuff on them type. You figure that what these guys are, they don't work for Magica, but they're probably in the category of guns for hire, and some of Arasaka used to be guns for hire in
PMC
military.
shop. Yeah.
PFC, yeah.
Mercs.
PMC time. So you can see, those anonymous kind of, black SUV-like things, or equivalents pulling out. What worries you, because, they're in the taillights, is that you see something pass over your vehicle.
Or shadow.
And it's, a shadow, except that the shadow is making a jet noise as it goes over your head.
I mean,
Okay.
I'll
Like a
I'll-
You look up,
projectile?
yeah, your
bend
face,
my neck out the window.
your face is minorly burned by the jet exhaust of the AV
Yeah, I mean, I can't win for losing.
rocketing over you. And again, it's anonymous.
Oh yeah.
Basically, they slap a logo on whoever they're working for. They don't put a logo on at all.
Yeah.
You were not worth having a logo.
No.
So, yeah,
When
your
you're-
face gets a minor sunburn from 400-degree exhaust coming out of a Rolls Royce engine, slamming down, holding an aerial brick up in the sky.
Right.
And it roars past you, and it goes about a quarter mile down the road, and it stops, hovers, and turns. Facing you, you're headed towards it, okay?
Oh. Okay, so it can use its
I think at this
armaments
point,
on Ravina.
Yeah, and most likely, it probably does have a chain gun, on the chin.
Oh boy.
Okay, and you're on an open freeway.
Get to the leftmost
That's what I'm
lane,
thinking.
and then just let other people do some of this work for us.
Well, I'm wondering if we should get off the freeway and go under the freeway.
I like
that
the
way
idea
a
that there's
flying
a-
vehicle
Yeah.
can't shoot at us.
I like the idea because it's not that late. It's about little near midnight. Is that there's some Beaverville family guy and his wife. They've been out on the town having a good time.
We've never
and
been to Night City.
they're in their beater, bird beater sort of thing, a my or something. And they're driving along and you pull up alongside. Hi.
Right?
And then at the far end, all the spotlights hit this area, and it's covered by 1 million targeting tips. And the guy in the my goes, is this a construction zone?
Yeah.
And
I think
then
I
we'll.
look. Is there an exit between us and this hovering thing?
Yeah, but it's gonna be tight.
I think that's
Remember I
our
told
only
you
option.
elevated freeways?
Yeah, but
Remember
I think
told you Blues Brothers?
Yeah, in my mind, I'm thinking elevated freeway also means if we can get under it, then this hovering.
Oh, yeah, then it can't
shoot
get
us.
in.
Yeah,
Terrain
so I'm gonna
is what
try
we
to.
need.
I know it's risky, but I'm gonna try to go for it.
Yeah, and you're wounded too.
I am wounded.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, boy. Let me go find out how stupid this is going to be.
We like high.
There's a table about
Make a dangerous maneuver in the vehicle. Yes.
while your
have a table.
left shoulder is shot.
You need to understand, in a game like Cyberpunk, where you have people who do this for a living sometimes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And all the other stuff, you have to have tables so they can say, wait a minute, my character's alive. No, he isn't.
No.
The table on
Look at the
page
table.
52
Look at the
says,
table.
Look at that table. It says,
No.
your ass is mine.
You're
fucked.
dead.
You're fucked.
You're dead.
Certain
So
death.
sorry.
We're going to say you're on a -4 for this.
Okay.
Or whatever your role is.
I
Okay.
started 14 though. I got a good
And
feeling.
you also, I'm gonna be taking the vehicle into account. Do you have your sheet with your vehicle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could go look it up, but it would be a pain in the butt. I'm gonna just find it.
Let's just get it.
Yeah.
Okay, Okay.
But you got this. You got fresh dice.
Maybe.
Okay.
Also
This
roll
could
another
be
one.
interesting.
Fifth
Okay,
one.
luckily your vehicle's not had
No more
any damage, so that's all good.
It has superficial damage, and obviously the spirit.
No, the Maelstrom guy fixed it.
Oh, that's right. The machine. I was
He fixed
machine spirit.
Well, yeah, he fixed a bunch of things, and we'll get to what he did. But
Oh,
I want
wait.
you to make a piloting roll or a driving roll.
Okay.
Okay. Basically, there's an exit that drops off the freeway, and it's going into a really kind of tight combat zone-like place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of your instincts tell you probably could get back on the freeway, or follow city streets. You're going to be kind of on the edge of the zone, but that's not too bad.
Yeah.
You've done that before. And I want you to make a piloting roll. And because of where it is, this is going to take, you're going to need to get at least an 18 to pull this off.
That's what I would do.
I'll need what?
18.
18.
An 18.
This
Okay.
is-
You already lost 4 of your 14.
So I'm going to burn 2 luck to give me. So it's a -2.
Mm-hmm.
The -4 becomes a -2 with the 2 luck.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
right.
then I'm
Exactly.
at 18, so that becomes 16.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to say anything
Good place
else.
to start.
Okay.
Fresh dice.
Fresh dice.
Fresh
If
dice.
I see a 1, I'm going to
I got a 10.
Oh, roll it again.
Hey.
I got a 10.
roll it again.
I got a 10. I got a 10. Thank you for these dice.
It's all zeros.
Okay, I got a 1 on that. But you know what?
Hey.
That's still
It's a
an
little
11.
bit better, but you didn't
27.
fumble because I was figuring you'd go off the ramp and fall.
Yeah, so
killing everybody.
that brings us to 27.
You like that, and you skid down this ramp. Luckily, it is not a concrete dead end like the last one going into the warehouse district. This actually is going into city streets, which at midnight, combat zone, night city, not too bad. There's occasional vehicles going by. You don't hit the combat cab that's parked over in one corner, waiting for a fare. And above you, you hear the sound of chain guns, and you hear the sound of rockets. And then
It's like
basically there's just an explosion above and to your right.
Really
And
happy we were
the guys in the My are never coming home to their kids.
No.
Oh my god.
Wow.
They went out for a show and they got one.
Yeah, they got it. They are the show. Okay.
Better than us.
A little time from now, and you're going to hear weedy, weedy, but that's not your problem.
Trauma
right now.
team. Yeah.
No, these
They
guys
didn't
would be
have
on
it,
trauma team. Are you kidding? No one had a chance to break the car. The car was immolated.
Oh my god.
They're just gonna
Corpse
send a-
retrieval.
Yeah, they just send a vacuum.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So you go flying off city streets, and you're right. They cannot get underneath. So if you basically do the Chicago L thing of I'm under the elevated freeway, you can get back to where you want to go.
Yeah.
The other
They're gonna maze
guys,
them out.
the great part is the other guys who are pursuing you in their tactical vehicles, they were not that far behind the poor My Beaverville family. So they've got that area of the street is blocked. They're not going to be able to go down the ramp after
They
you.
can't follow us.
Well, they can't
Yeah.
roll
Through the
27
wreckage.
even if they
Couldn't have
wanted
planned
to.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just no way. So, they all kind of, a couple of them hit each other because it's funny.
Classic.
And the classic, do the classics. And you are in serious pain. Do you want to stop? Because you're beginning to feel woozy.
Yeah,
You want to
yeah.
stop and have her try to
Yeah.
roll a
I'm gonna
DD10,
find a garage. I'm
first
still.
aid stabilization. So you're going to use, everybody has first aid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
You're
standard.
I have
first aid,
7.
Killer, right?
So which is a 15.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you're good. So she gets you to stop waving at him and
Yeah.
driving like a maniac and starts slapping compression bandage on you. And it basically, she starts pumping stuff in. You have cyberware?
I do.
Okay, what do you have?
I have a Rockland Augmetics Racer Bracer, the Kuroshi
Okay.
Wise Clarity Cyber Optics, and a Biotechnica Chem Sniffer.
Okay. not really going to help you here, but you're able to stay awake and alive, and you are going to get back to the warehouse.
Good.
Because where you're going, they don't know where you were headed. They just know you were on a freeway. So that was actually good. And there's now a big blockage, and as you're driving, you can hear way in the distance, wee wee wee, whoop whoop whoop, and all kinds of noise, crash vehicles coming out. Anybody got their news channel on, they'll be hearing, and now, Night City today. This is, and the screen sheets are already talking about the tragic crash.
Well, and it's the events. It's like, and it all came from this Battle of the Bands. It's the ultimate story, right?
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
Great publicity.
Yeah.
So there are net 54 AVs flying towards where you guys were. The story will be all over. And to be honest, that's not bad. Because you're going to get some headlines.
Yeah, we can make
no
this
such
work.
thing as bad publicity.
The only question I wonder is what Arman is thinking. He's like, should I try to put out a story that we died at the show, and then we can come back? I'm trying to build a rich narrative. Don't worry about it yet. I'm just saying I'm trying to think about what are the threads I can pull as the manager to try to craft an epic narrative around this Battle of the Bands that ended in a firefight.
And I'm just like, that's really cool. Arman, you never would have made that exit. We would be dead on that bridge. Like that, this is where still, not mine, Jasmine, this is where Silk Road's brain's at. And you wanted him to drive, he never would have made that exit.
No, you're right. You wouldn't have made it.
Because you're going up an elevated freeway, so he would have gone airborne.
Yeah, you would have, there's no way you could have done it.
Yeah.
And you're always like, maybe I should drive. You couldn't have done it, dude. Couldn't have done it.
I salute your little image on the dash.
Okay.
Thanks, pal.
Okay, so you pull into the warehouse, roll up the doors, and so forth like that. And you find waiting for you, your tech.
And our bus.
I was just sort of looking at you like, what'd you do to the car? I expected it to be all blown up.
No. You expected it wrong.
And Erwin walks on and says, they fixed your windows.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't look like they do body work though, but okay. And he says,
do her body work.
I took all
it's happening.
I took all the
Wrecked.
Blue screen.
I'm just going, oh God, they're at it again.
Press any key to continue.
Reboot Mike Pondsmith.
You gotta reboot the BIOS.
Right. Okay. So, he has removed the tracers on your super van.
Just a big pile of junk.
And he's taking a bunch of stuff out and he says, hey, do you know they could actually auto drive this thing away from you?
That would have been hilarious.
They just never activated it.
Well, it's a good thing we have you. That
he says, I deserve that extra room that I.
You know what? It's yours.
He says, thanks, boss.
Yeah.
He says, thanks, boss. I'm changing allegiances.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's yours.
She's got the extra room.
I think if anything today was proven, it's that your services are indispensable.
It's very nice.
Damn straight.
It's very
okay. You guys see walking towards you, clapping, going, hell of a performance.
It's Max.
Max says, sorry I had to leave early, but I kind of knew the ball was going to go up, and it did.
Yeah, no, Mr. Edge warned me. Me and Mr. Edge were really tight now.
Mr. Edge and I.
You and Mr. Edge are dating.
Me and Mr. Edge. We're very chill. We're thick as thieves now.
So he says, it all kind of went south. The idea was they were going to win, and you were going to lose. And if you didn't lose, then,
you have to die.
You were going to die. Tragically, of course.
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint.
He says, no. You got out before they fired off the incendiary device to burn down the club. So,
Wow.
You did.
So is the riot gone and no longer exists?
A large chunk of the riot is gone.
That's a cool venue.
But you know what's amazing is just now that's an indelible part of the band's brand and history.
Yeah. A riot at the riot?
Yeah. That's what it's called.
The riot at the riot.
Riot at the riot or fire starter.
Yeah.
So you're scanning. You're healing, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually checking for my guess is that the mega van has a full kitchenette.
Oh yeah.
It's a house.
I'm cutting leeks. I'm cutting these long peppers.
Cook that chicken.
Get the chicken ready.
This chicken's going in
that
the pot.
chicken. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's what's happening.
If I had more of a sense of humor and crazy this time, you'd find it was a little grandmother, squat grandmother in there going, I knew you would not do this.
Yeah, exactly. She's right there.
Is there a cooking room?
She would do better. No, I don't see in the dark future. Nobody's cooking.
Nobody's cooking. It's like Rome, ancient Rome. People did not cook. They actually ate fast food.
Restaurants were huge.
They had restaurants all over Rome, and you're thinking, so there was like Roman McDonald's. That's kind of fucking cool.
Yeah, it was like chickies. I actually read about some of these.
Yeah.
But this is a situation, right?
So you guys have at this point, you got a fridge stocked with pre-pack, and these guys were rolling really good. So you are all back in a vehicle, and you hear a thud noise. And you look back, and in the back, you see Brutus fall down. The cyber optics go out, and he falls to one side, and then rather heavily falls over onto that side.
No!
What? Did you forget to recharge him?
Do you have to do that? I thought you just fed him.
We talked about this.
He needs both.
What was that line about having a pet?
Yeah.
It's a big responsibility.
You have to plug your dog in every so often.
Did you forget to plug him in?
I did, yeah, 100%. Is there a cord back there, something in his bathroom? Like some kind of, does it?
No, remember.
It's not his bathroom.
It's not his
just
bathroom.
Had him locked in there.
Roomba thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go to Serene's house.
Or
something
like
similar.
Anything else like that.
Like, are there chargers around for your dog?
In a Whole Foods parking lot.
Yeah, you can park up front and charge your dog.
Well, maybe like a Ripper dog could maybe help him.
Yeah, can we go to a Ripper dog?
Ripper dog.
A Ripper dog.
Oh, I thought you were saying
I'm
like
putting that in somewhere.
Maybe there's special dogs, like dog
Ripper dog should be our next name.
Ripper dog.
Ripper dog.
Could you please write that down there? But also, like, we literally have a Ripper dog.
We do,
Yeah.
But anyway, no. So,
a dog with rippers.
But he needs.
Can Thor charge him?
He needs.
I don't know. That's a question for Mr. Pondsmith.
He needs special high-end power.
I would say what you need is that level of power, and your tech kind of rolls on and says, oh yeah, that's an RBG 5452. He says, it's going to be kind of embarrassing for you to plug it in, though.
It's in the back.
Oh, is it in the...
It's in the back. But he says, we don't have that kind of power. I mean, this is a warehouse.
Can't produce that. The warehouse can't produce that.
It's like nuclear.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What you need is,
I think you mentioned
industrial, like a...
lays on a pile of isotope.
You need an industrial... he says, yeah, you need industrial garage level. They run that kind of power.
Okay.
He says, I wonder who has an industrial, somebody says to the air, has an industrial level garage.
I mean, I know a guy.
His name is Thor because he brings the lightning. I'm not gonna,
he does bring the lightning.
Last time a naked woman tried to kill me, Jam.
We can deal with that.
We can deal with that.
There were dressed guys trying to kill you an hour ago.
At
What's
least this time, we'll be prepared for it.
Yeah, last time the reason it was a problem is because it was a surprise. This time we go in guns blazing.
I do have some dents, and I'm pretty sure your dog fucked up my suspension.
Are you guys going to call him first?
Oh, yeah.
No, I never call. I never call. I just show up.
Yeah, but are you going to call?
Yeah, absolutely. When we're on our way, I'm like, Thor, do you have an RBG bacha?
Okay, yeah. He says, yeah. That doesn't go in a car, though. I've got the power fronts for it.
We have to plug it into a dog's ass.
He stops, and he goes...
He cracks out his favorite emojis.
Yeah, and he says, wow, I didn't think you could afford a dog like that.
Well, it's a funny story, and I'll tell it to you after you plug this into our dog's ass.
Oh. All right. Bring your dog over, I guess.
Right over?
Yeah. And, by the way, he says.
This is something nefarious is about to happen.
By the way.
No. Yeah, well, it is. Okay.
say anything about it?
No, I just see the little bubble. He's like trying to get the information out. I'm like, Silk Road's on the way.
No, he's trying. You know, he doesn't want to say her name out loud because she might be listening. But finally, he kind of does the classic. Well, is she going to be there?
You bet, buddy.
Yeah.
He smiles.
That's right. He
says,
and I say,
I'll go get that RSG 32.4 out then.
Yeah, and maybe get any ladies.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this would be a great opportunity. We can never go over there unannounced again.
Yeah.
I think Silk just doesn't get it. I think she would just be like, hey, buddy, I need another.
No.
Like McDonald's, like Roman McDonald's. I think she's like, hey, dude.
This is why the two of them work, because neither of them really gets it.
No.
At all.
Relationship? What's that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I fell in love 3 times today. Once with the person in the black suit, once with the person in the white suit. You know, like
It's a great suit, but yeah.
Yeah, great suit. Yes.
But yeah, we can never come over there. And it's like,
Galaxy eyes.
If there's any sexual
you remember
partners,
the eyes.
yes.
I always remember the eyes.
If there's any sexual partners that you have in your garage, I would love it if you could send them away. And if you're having sex right now, wrap it up.
He says sexual part. Wait, oh, you mean girls coming by?
Well, listen, I'm not making these decisions. I'm saying that if there's anyone, input or output, if there's anyone, I only said that because it's in the old Cyberpunk book.
It's in the current Cyberpunk.
Is it still there? Yes.
We page it around though because it can mean either way.
Exactly.
It depends on top or bottom, effectively.
It's exactly. It's a cultural thing now.
Yeah.
So I basically say, look.
You're looking at me with this look.
No, it's a great level of detail to put in. Like, I'm just gonna say it. D&D could never.
They don't know how. And I'm like, listen, I'm not making any statements. I'm not prescribing anything. I'm saying anyone that any kind of sex is happening with at all.
Yeah, whatever you're into.
Get him out. Or if you're having sex right now, wrap it up.
Okay.
You got 4 minutes.
I'm not having sex right now.
Okay, well, maintain that policy until we get there.
Is Silk with you?
Who? Silk who?
He looks pained. He goes, I know she's with you. Okay. Tell her I'm Silk Road. Yeah, I'm sorry. Tell her I'm sorry about what happened last time, but it won't happen. I'm not with anybody right now.
I love it. The man manages to talk like this in texts. You can still tell he's having a hard time.
Yeah.
And I say, well, look, I'm not. Again, I think that you have a chance with Silk. I think there's a big opportunity for you here, but obviously we're gonna need the best service possible.
And play it really cool.
Cool, right?
Okay.
Don't freak out. Don't do that thing you're always doing. All right? Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are going to take your dog over to get it plugged in the ass.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I need to know what vehicle you're taking.
You're gonna take Ravina because she's got some dents.
She's a little bit of love, actually.
And also, this dog is destroying my suspension, I feel like. So
yeah, I need to get that.
Shore it up.
Yeah. Calling my dog fat?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a heavy dog.
I
agree.
Okay, so you guys are going to be heading over, sneaking through the back roads, as it were, or actually near the edge of the combat zone.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go see whether anything exciting happens. No, you have no encounters.
It turned okay. See, it turned out fine.
And
you were so worried about encounters at the edge of the combat zone.
I was.
And what did I say?
You said there will be no encounters at the edge of the combat zone.
There will be no encounters, okay.
Yeah.
So you guys head towards the edge of the combat zone. Around it, you're headed towards Thor's garage.
Yes.
And as you pull up,
God damn it.
there is a large black AB9.
There? Parked?
A flying car, as it were.
Yeah.
And it is parked basically not on the roof, but sort of near Thor's garage where the door rolls up. AB9s are really expensive.
Yeah, they're rare. We've only seen one other one, and it was in Serene's garage.
Yeah, we actually had to have a mod in order to have them, but that's another story. Okay, so yeah, you have this, and it's it's gorgeous.
Corpo car.
Yeah,
it's a Corpo car.
Why would that be here?
Yes, that's my question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be fun, couldn't it?
I long to know.
You need to know. Okay, so you're driving. Mm-hmm. Do you go directly to Thor's? Do you go around the block?
Yeah.
I think I want to try to lose.
No, yeah, we might want to extend Thor this.
Well, your problem is you're not going to exactly lose.
Because they're parked, right?
They're parked, and it's down below. Thor's place is not under the freeway, remember?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So they can operate an AV9. Well, they could operate an AV9 under the freeway if they had a really hot pilot.
Yeah, a really good, a good reason.
One of your cousins can do this.
Yeah, probably.
But that cousin can also turn an AV9 on its side and do one of those.
And ghost ride the whip.
Yeah, he can, in midair.
Yeah,
you got it, man. He can pull all that stuff that Han Solo does in Star Wars.
This is Kessel Run shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Armin,
he's not here right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask the bot. What the fuck do we do? There's a fucking
AV9 there.
Corpo car.
Here, let me just let me out around the edge.
All right. I slow down. I don't even stop. Completely get out.
I get out and I have to like walk fast. I get out and I have to like walk fast to be okay. And then I say, just take a drive.
Okay.
Go around the block.
Go around the block.
Yeah.
Handle it.
I'm gonna.
No one notices going around the block. Yeah, we're good.
I'm gonna let the suit do most of this talking.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna go up, and if they are parked there, and I'm just gonna see if this is apophenia. Like, is something actually happening here that's a problem?
Yeah.
I'd love to know more.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Okay. You guys are still going around the block. Your dog is now turned off.
Yes, I'm probably just cradling his huge head in my lap.
I have to recharge my dog.
I'm
singing.
I'm calming down Doggo like if it's okay.
Yeah, Doggo is like worried and like
losing it.
Yeah.
And you walk towards Thor's garage.
Well, yeah, I mean towards the garage, toward the vehicle.
And yeah, you see as you get closer, the vehicle has blacked out windows. And it's basically exec level badass car.
Yeah.
Okay. And you enter the garage. There are no lights on.
But and this AV9 is parked in here?
And no, it's parked outside.
I want to go to this car.
Okay, you go to this car. All right. What do you do when you get to the car?
I'm just seeing if they are going to if they're going to respond to me.
Okay.
I'm seeing if this has anything to do with us at all.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Absolutely. Nothing would bring me more pleasure. Watch this. Yo! Yeah. 14.
14. Okay.
Not
you walk up to the car. I assume you're like rapping the window or something like that. Hi there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go over to one of the passenger side windows and you're leaning over and you feel something cold on the back of your neck. That is circular.
It's probably rain. See a drop, like a drop of rain.
No, it's not a drop of rain. It's a large caliber handgun of some sort.
That's not rain.
Oh, it's going to rain your brains.
Yeah. Okay. That's not a.
You turn, you scream, you run. What do you do?
I say, this is how we're starting. I didn't put my hands up. Hands up.
Okay, and a calm, amused voice says, "No need.
Agreed.
We just had to make sure."
Yeah. What?
And you see behind you is the person in black standing behind you, and he says, "We just had to make sure you were being followed, and Mr. Edge likes to clean things up."
I say, surely you don't think that we're one of the things that needs cleaning up. Also, Silk Road says hi.
We would have already brought trash bags if that was the case. He says,
"You gotta prepare the scene."
Just a moment, and he basically looks over at the car. You realize there's sub vocal going on somewhere, and the window rolls down. Mr. Edge is there.
Oh, your bestie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, my
your
bestie.
Your bestie. Your drinking partner.
My drinking buddy.
And Mr. Edge basically says to you, "You got the gig. There's going to be a outdoor concert at Dakota's. It's outdoors, so anybody wants to come can come. This is where they wanted to have this concert with LTB, but you guys scored the battle of the band and you've stolen it.
Okay.
So that's going to happen tomorrow night. Be there. There's probably going to be roughly, well, I'd say 2,000-3,000 people easy.
Dang, son.
That's why they wanted it. They want their band to launch big.
Okay.
Yeah, they need the big band. God, I wonder what their hook is.
My clients at New Media Lords want their band to hit big, and you just became their band.
I kind of lean down a little bit and I say, actually, I know that, people think of me mostly as the manager, sort of like the gig master. I do a lot of the background stuff. I put it together. But honestly, I write a lot of the lyrics for the band. And so...
You're basically the third member.
I was waiting.
Honestly, it's like, I need you to understand that I'm part of the
He looks over and he
I'm
says, he looks over and he gives you, once again, the Tibetan fox look. And he says, don't push it, kid.
Well, I just...
And
you had to shoot your shot.
I had to shoot my shot.
You got to, man.
The hustle.
Okay, and the lights go on, and you guys want to enter now.
Yeah, I basically
give the high
as this
sign.
happens, I give you the thumbs up.
I roll into Thor's.
Yep.
Okay. And you roll into Thor's. Doors rolls up.
Doors.
Doors. And you walk into the lit garage, not dragging your dog because your dog weighs 800
Yeah,
pounds.
we can't. Yeah.
We need the extension cable.
Yeah. You have to run it out to him.
Okay.
On the spool.
And you basically walk in, and up in the loft, you see.
No, dude, don't do this to me.
We told him
You
not.
see Thor.
Okay, I'm like, be cool, Noura.
All right.
Don't get him.
and he's not wearing a whole hell of a lot.
Well, no,
basically
he doesn't.
shorts.
Why would he?
On brand. Why would he?
He's
Yeah.
always naked.
And he's partially covered with a little bit of grease. And then the person in gray walks out behind you.
This is fine.
Yeah, the person in gray saved
This
my
is
life.
fine. Honestly,
And he
this says something good about you.
And Thor says, honest, we didn't do anything. He was going to shoot me. Okay.
Oh.
And that's what we're going to stop at.